Okay, see if I can get through this video this time. Let's see. So, first things first. So today, what I'm going to be talking about is a trick. It's usually done by accident. A lot of people do. Pretty much everyone's done this at some point. It's ruined a lot of combos, I'm sure. And so what it is when you ollie quickly out of the grind like that. It doesn't look like much, but it is something, and it's not. This is not entirely what I'm trying to show you. I'm just trying to show you something. If you can learn how to do them on purpose, then maybe you can use them for something, you know? But basically for these, all I'm doing is, so you have to be, it has to be an object that you can ride off of, okay? It's very self-explanatory when you do it, what's happening, but it's basically an object that you can ride off of. So what's happening is I am hitting triangle while still holding X, and then releasing X the second that I'm hitting triangle, then going into grind, okay? So you see that? That was it. It doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like too much because it's not. But it is something that you can use, and when you know how to do it on purpose, then you will do it by accident a lot less. Okay. And it does have some uses, mainly on quarter pipe. So when you're in a quarter pipe, you can bust it out, and you'll come out of the quarter pipe at a different jump angle than you normally would, I guess is the best way to explain it. But it all depends on also the quarter pipe, the object, whatever. But yeah, anywhere where you can hold X and hit a grind without releasing X, you can do this, right? So quarter pipe, a flat surface with a grind below you, like for example, whatever, this thing, right? So, right, like that. Anyway, that's it. Nothing too crazy, but that's how you do it, okay? And everybody does those. Okay? Everybody fucking does that sometimes. It happens. It's happened to me. It's ruined my combo. Always. Like, it happens all the fucking time. So another one, the other one, really the one that I want to show you is the, we're gonna do wall plants, but we're gonna grind and jump out of them immediately. So similar to what we're doing with these grinds, but it's actually functioning a lot differently. At least the way I interpret it, it's functioning a lot differently, but giving you essentially the same effect, but out of a wall plant. Okay. So what's happening, right? So when we wall plant something, you're going into wall plant animation. Let me think. So you're going into wall plant animation, and then it's a forced ollie out of the wall plant animation, right? Like if you think about it in like video game terms, basically it's just a command that's like play this animation and then fucking send that motherfucker the other way. So what's happening though is so when you do the wall plant, before the jump executes, you gain control again of your skater for like a brief second, but you obviously can't move any directions or anything, but you can go into a grind, and you can also do wall rides. This is how you do a seam wally as well. So what happens is you hit the wall plant and then you press triangle, and so when you're pressing, you hold triangle if you want to do it the easy way, okay? But so you hit the wally, and then you hit triangle, and then you hit the wall plant and then hold triangle, and then you go into the grind, but immediately the jump from the wall plant executes, so you jump out of this immediately. So you can do this pretty much anywhere where you can wall plant close to grind, you can do it. And sometimes it'll send you out straight, like that one. It will also provide you with much more speed than you would normally get out of a wall plant, right? I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm kind of flying out of this because I'm hitting a grind, right? So I'm getting that grind speed boost. So this can be kind of useful if you've lost speed and you're trying to regain it somewhere, perhaps. this, so like maybe it could be useful for speedrunning applications. You know, I don't know. I don't speedrun. But you can do lots of like neat little tricks with this that you probably normally wouldn't be able to do. So I'm going to see if I can kind of just show you, right? And so that's one thing you can do, and then this other one, this one. Oh, I almost got the wall ride too. Fuck. I accidentally hit square there. I fucked that up. But yeah, so that's like just one of the things you can do, right? Because you like, I get the speed. Damn, that's tough. And sadly, you cannot double wall plant that either. That would be so fucking nice. Anyways, but yeah, so that's just like a little trick for people to try out. And it's like everybody's done these before, but now that you know how to do them on purpose, you can look for places to do them. And so you can do them anywhere where there's a grind close to whatever you're wall planting. So like if you can wall plant this ledge near the top, or whatever, like, hey, yeah, see, so you can do that. You can do it, you know. Another one, they're not very hard to do. All you have to do is do a wall plant close to a grind and hit triangle while the wall plant is playing, and you'll ollie out. And you'll grind and ollie out, but you'll ollie out in like weird directions too. It won't be necessarily the way that you normally would come out of grind or wall plant. So like it opens up more options for more tricks, which is good. That's what we want. We want options so we can do different things in different places, right? And let's see if I can do it on this quarter pipe. So there's a couple ways, like on quarter pipes, depending on the quarter pipe itself and how you come out of the grind of it. Sometimes you can just grind. This goes for rails too. Anything where a grind meets a wall, like there's two things that can happen. Either you roll into the wall and you can just hold triangle and wall right out, or you like bump into it and you can wall plant. This one's not letting me do it. But when you do that, that'll set you up in a prime position to do these grind wall plant things. Dude, the fuck was I gonna say there? Oh, what the hell did I call them? Toe, to do some toe tapping. It's not a good name. Work in progress. Yeah, I think that kind of just covers the gist of it. I'm not really showing off too many of the ways you can do it, but basically, just like think about anywhere where you can do a wall plant, and there's a grind that's close enough, and like, you know, like there's like a bubble that you can like still hit a grind in, right? So like that's, you know, that's too close, or that's still close enough. Like you kind of have like a pretty liberal area around you of where you can touch a grind, you know what I mean? And the same thing applies out of your wall plant. So like, if you're like, I think this will probably be close enough. If you're like this, your wall plants is like within this amount of distance of a grind, then you should, in theory, be able to do this. But it also, the other thing is if you're below a grind, it doesn't work as well because it's kind of confusing looking. The wall plant animation is actually making your skater look higher than he is. If that's any way to like explain it. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Try it out. See if you're into it. I don't know. It's just another thing you can do. So enjoy. Bye bye.